these fellows are probably going to have a pretty significant cavalry presence. As you can see, there seems to be about, I don't know, 10 maybe charging us right now, and they're not really going to be able to do too much, I don't think. Not against our Heralds of Khorne and Luster? Luster's actually getting a kill? Wow, I'm kind of surprised about that. Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Warsword Conquest. Now before we begin, I must just let you know that I actually have a little bit of merchandise for you, and over the years I've been asked by many people whether I have any t-shirts or mugs or anything like that for sale, and well, I finally do. So if you want to check them out, there is a link in the description as well as a pinned comment. Anyway, we are now here outside Kislev, and we're going to go and send our Chaos Troll to his potential demise. So let us move ahead on to Kislev and see whether we can send our Chaos Troll off with the letter, the fake letter, shall we say. Ooh, hello there. Oh, okay, so we got someone that wants to attack us immediately, but this might actually work in our favor here. I mean, this guy isn't exactly great, is he? Oh, he is kind of good. He's got 5 winged hussars and a bunch of other things that we probably want to be a bit careful of. So this is my current army, and I have, by the way, given Erasmus, the naked Erasmus, a 2-handed sword, axe, yes. And we've also given Luster a saber, and I also gave Galthak an axe. Now, I've not been able to really give them anything else because, as you can see, my money situation is not exactly great at the moment, so once I have a little bit of extra cash, I'll probably be able to buy them at least a helm. But speaking of helms, I actually do have one right now. I actually did buy myself a helm finally. This was, I think, 2,700 for a helm, and I also bought these gauntlets as well, just because it kind of looks weird when he doesn't wear gauntlets, so I kind of thought, let's go for it. And there was about 700 for that, so 3,500 in total, basically. And we're now gonna fight this guy and see how we do. I was a bit worried that his friend would actually be included in this battle, but thankfully that is not the case. So let us get... oh no. Let's get a bit ready here, because we're going to have a bit of an issue if they decide to charge us with their cavalry and we're not ready, because they're just going to charge us straight through, slice through our lines, and then continue to do their thing and dominate the cavalry battle. So let's see if we can actually do something here. Bear in mind that they do have musketeers, and these musketeers are very dangerous. They can deal massive damage, and we cannot dodge it or anything along those lines. So we might... I should just literally charge. I should just literally charge, because if these guys charge into us with their lances, they're most likely going to have some basically guaranteed kills. So it would probably be a better idea for me to just head in here and maybe... oh yeah, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it, sir. Yeah, well, maybe it's not. Not at the moment, but it seems to me like Chaos does seem to have a bit of an advantage when it comes to fighting against human opponents, because even though Kislev might actually have some pretty decent units, I don't think they are too much of a match for what we're currently fielding. And just bear in mind that we're not actually fielding the greatest units right now. I mean, you know, I could have more chosen units, I could have more undivided Chaos Warriors, but, you know, I've got some Plague Bearers, I've got some Chaos Trolls, I've got some Demonettes, you know, I've got all those things, and that's just, in my opinion, adding to the charm and the variety which we're taking into battle with us. And I think it's kind of cool to see the differences. I mean, I've got Bloodletters fighting alongside Plague Bearers, fighting alongside Warriors of Khorne, and I think that's pretty fun. Anyway, that was a pretty fantastic battle for us, because that means we're able to gain 13 renown, and we need renown, as you know. We do need renown quite a bit. I was actually hoping we could take him prisoner, but that is unfortunately not going to be the case. Anyway, I'm going to take these hobgoblins, because I know that I did say that I was going to keep this relatively thematic, but a couple of you did say that hobgoblins are okay to use on a sort of loose basis in comparison to regular goblins. So we're gonna just have them run along with the Chaos Trolls, and maybe they're gonna get along a little bit there. Anyway, let's take this horse. There's another two-handed axe. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to wear it, unfortunately, or use it. Alright, so Galthak did actually advance in level. That is pretty nice. So let's give him another point. Let's give him wait a minute. Let's give him a point in strength here, because I might be able to give him that axe now. I think I should be able to give him that axe. So let's do that. He was wearing a one-handed axe before, and this is obviously a little bit better for him. And he actually has armor, unlike a certain someone. Yes. Undivided Chaos Knights. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't have too many Undivided Chaos Knights, but we do have quite a few Chaos Warriors. Now, if we can level these guys up into Knights, we will have a full cavalry army, with the exception of many of the demons and the trolls, of course, and we'll be in a much better position to deal significant damage. Yes. Significant damage. Okay, so let's go over to Kislev and actually see if I can be a bit sneaky here. Bear in mind that I do have a pretty large army, and it's kind of difficult to be sneaky with a large army, so who knows? Maybe I'll be able to do this task. I'm a bit worried about being attacked by the Tsar himself. Okay. Is that him? No, he's not coming out. Okay. So, do I have to talk to one of my Chaos Trolls, actually? Ah, there we go. Okay, phew. I was thinking to myself, okay, it's not activating the quest, and I was gonna get a bit worried about it. Anyway, take this letter to Kislev and give it to Boyar Diragun. Good, I will not forget your service. You will be rewarded when you return. He's not going to return, is he? No, he's probably not going to return. Okay, so there you go. He's gone, and we did it. Incriminate the loyal commander of Tsar Boris Bokar. Okay, so I did it. Actually kind of amused that I was able to succeed so easily, but we did take out one of the vassals along the way as well, which I gotta say is pretty cool, because that means that our goal of 150 renown, which is what we require to become a vassal, is a little bit closer. So now, what we're gonna do is, on the way out to my boat, I'm gonna take a look and see if we can find any enemies to fight. If we do find any, then that would be pretty agreeable to me, but as you've seen, we have been able to defeat vassals, so fighting anything else kind of seems a little bit, well, lacking right now. So if we don't see any other vassals here, then, well, I guess I'll just go back to Warlord Archeon and, I guess just give him the task, and I don't exactly know, are we going to get any renown for this? Probably not. Alright, so we've arrived back at the castle, and there's a huge boar on the, what? On the kind of, what, rotisserie? I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, point is, we're going to speak to the warlord. So you crossed swords with that rascal they call Boyar Vanis and emerged victorious. Yes, there we go, there's a little bit of extra renown. We lose honor. We literally lost honor? Okay, well, I suppose we are doing a couple of underhanded dealings right here. Here, this purse contains 1,000 dinars, and I wish you to have it. You deserve every copper, and need I remind you there could be much more to come if you've a mind to earn it. It was an honor to serve. Alright, so I'd like to become a vassal. No, it's not going to happen. Alright, so shall we go and... should I hunt him down and execute the law? Should I go and see what I can do about this fellow? Maybe it would be an idea. Nah, I'm actually not going to do that. I'm actually not going to do that. Does he have anything else, though? Maybe something else that would give us a little bit of action? Maybe something rather unique might be nice? Nah, he's not going to give me anything. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt to participate in a tournament. I don't think I've participated in a tournament very often in Warsword Conquest, so it would be kind of cool if we could do that. So let's see about the What, do I literally have to... I would like to learn some new combat skills. Oh, yes! I forgot about this. You can actually learn new skills. Ah, this was one of the, well, one of the more recent changes to Warsword Conquest. This is pretty fantastic. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to ignore... I'm going to ignore the Ignore Pain skill. That's what I was going to say. No. I would like to learn the Ignore Pain skill. It's going to cost 7,000. Alright, so I'm not going to do that right now by the looks of things. But maybe... there's all the places that I can go to. Brion is actually pretty close by, so maybe we can do that. What about the dodge skill? 6,000. What about Mighty Blow? 5,000. Okay, I'm gonna take Mighty Blow because I might actually need it in the tournament that we might be able to participate in. So let's see. Where is Brion? It should be down here. Wait a minute. Am I thinking that... No, it is actually a Bretonnian town. I thought that was actually correct, but it was a lot further away than I imagined. We might not be able to make it there in time, but I'm going to take a boat and we'll see whether I actually do survive the journey, because do bear in mind that the naval battles in Warsword Conquest are a little bit... Shall we just say janky? You know, they're a little bit janky, but that's absolutely fine, as long as we don't have... a fight that is completely unwinnable. And, oh yes, apparently I'm going to have to navigate myself all the way around manually, which is okay. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to try and... Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to... Wait a minute. Okay, so that's... Okay, ooh, phew. Okay, a bit of a weird thing going on there, but yes, what I'm going to do along the way is I'm going to try and see whether there are any, well, any really strong bandit parties on the coast here. And then if we do see one, we can just hop on the land, attack them, and then hop back on our boat, and then we'll be absolutely fine to continue onward. But it seems like we're not able to see any. I do know that there might be some beastmen parties or something along those lines around here. And I seem to remember that they had about 50 or 60 in their parties, but maybe I am remembering from a different version or something along those lines. Ah well, never mind. So instead, let us go. Can I not? Can I not disembark? Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to do something here. Okay, do I have to go that way? Ah, there we go. Alright, so I just had to select the village for some reason. Okay, so hopefully the tournament is still going on here. If it's not, then maybe we can find some... Ah, very nice. Maybe we can find some bandits to fight in the area, but thankfully it is actually still going on. So let's fight in the next round. 4 teams with 2 fighters, and we're using a lance. This is maybe not going to work out too well for us, is it? Oh, well, there we go. We actually did get 2 kills in quick succession right there. One was a war boy, and another one was a blood hunter, which is actually not too bad. Now, I gotta say, I'm a bit confused by the enemies here, because you have to look at their shield colors to be able to know exactly which one is your enemy and which one isn't. So... yeah, that's a bit of an issue there, but hopefully I'll be able to deal a little bit of extra damage to these guys and take them out. And, well, we've already basically gotten through to the next round, so it's not really necessary for me to worry about it, but you can see here that the polearms are very, very effective, so nothing to worry about. Alright, so there you go. 3 teams with 4 fighters each. We're getting lances. We're getting lances almost all the time here. I gotta say, that's kind of welcome, but it's also kind of not. Ooh, that guy is harsh. That guy is really, really harsh. Okay, so he is gonna be very difficult for us to deal with. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do it, but I'm just gonna try and eliminate some units at the very least, because if we can eliminate at least 1 or maybe 2, then we should have an automatic entry into the next round. I'm gonna have to kill this guy, because I really don't want to fight him. Oh, what happened? What actually happened there? Oh, that was crazy. It seemed like... oh, we've been eliminated, really? Oh, okay. Well, that was kind of weird, because did you see that? My polearm seemed to kind of hit off the back wall and didn't seem to hit him, even though I was aiming straight at him. Oh well, never mind. Okay, well, we are in a pretty decent location for bandit fights, so I'm gonna try and find one. Alright, so I couldn't find any bandits of the Beastmen variety, probably because I'm remembering a certain bandit party, well, kind of type, in the deep desert south of the Tomb Kings and to the east of the Kingdom of Araby. I seem to remember that those guys, they had about 50 to 60 units in their parties, and they were actually pretty difficult to take out. However, that seems to, well, I can't find them. I can't find them anywhere. No matter where I go, I can't find them. So that's a bit of a shame. I actually thought that there were a couple in the Bretonnian area, so maybe they've just migrated all the way down and have been relocated basically solely to that one area. And so, yeah, that's a bit of a shame. But it's okay, because I'm on my way back to Empire territory now, and, well, we're gonna try and fight an Empire vassal, because we have eliminated a bunch of Kislev vassals so far. And we've shown ourselves capable of dealing with their forces, but we haven't really shown ourselves capable of dealing with the Empire at the moment. I think maybe have we fought one? I'm not entirely sure now. Maybe I'm misremembering or something, but yes, anyway, the point is that we're going to try and find a vassal of worthy strength to take on Oakzurd Fusepit, and yes, hopefully we'll be able to. And you can see here that my mighty blow is actually dealing increased damage, which is pretty awesome. But now I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should have taken the extra survivability in the form of Ignore Pain, because I'm actually unsure what Ignore Pain actually does in Warsword Conquest, because I know what it does in other games. You know, Blood Bowl, for example, I know what it does there, but yeah, in this, I'm not entirely sure. Probably just absorbs a certain amount of damage, or allows you to ignore all of the damage for one hit. If it does that, then I've missed out on a pretty powerful ability. But anyway, there's a small amount of renown there. I was actually hoping for a little bit more, but the main reason why I actually attacked these guys is because of these. Yes, a Nurgle Crusher. Yes, only one of them, because I only have one space for them, but it would have been kind of cool to take on a couple more. Maybe we should release one Demonette? Let's release one Demonette to gain one of these, because he's going to level up into a Nurgle Crusher very soon, and we can also take a bunch of prisoners here, so we're going to gain a pretty decent amount of cash in the process. Alright, so I have descended deeper, or should we say ascended, it depends really where you're looking from, but anyway, we have ventured deeper into Empire territory, and this is a much bigger party than what we took on before. And, well, technically I did have the help of Chaos Lord Peregrinus with us before, so that might be a reason why we were able to defeat those guys so easily. But anyway, these fellows are probably going to have a pretty significant cavalry presence. As you can see, there seems to be about, I don't know, 10 maybe charging us right now, and they're not really going to be able to do too much, I don't think. Not against our Heralds of Khorne and Luster? Luster's actually getting a kill? Wow, I'm kind of surprised about that. That was kind of foolhardy though. It's a bit weird that the Empire decided to just charge straight on in with their cavalry, but I suppose they don't have a vassal to lead them, so that might be the reason why they're being a little bit reckless in their endeavors to eliminate the corruption of the chaos and all that sort of thing. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, let's see if I can do a little bit of extra damage to, oh yeah, take those guys out. These guys are actually, in my opinion, pretty decent to sell. I think they're going to be about 100 dinars per one. And if I can get some of the higher levels, like that Streltsy right there, that would have been kind of nice. But, yeah, obviously not able to, because all of our guys are just absolutely murdering everything in sight. And, oh, Erasmus. Yeah, I was actually hoping that giving him a weapon might actually make him a little bit more deadly, because he actually has a pretty decent amount of combat skills. But I guess because he has no armor, it's not really yielding too many results. Anyway, there's another Herald of Khorne for us. This is the main reason why I attack these guys as well, because, well, you can see plainly what they have here. Black Knights. Ooh, they're gonna be pretty good. And we've got some butlers here as well. Chaos Pit King, Marauder Veteran, Warrior of Khorne. Do I really want to take that? I mean, they do level up into Khorne Chaos Knights, so I'm gonna swap out another Demonette for the Warrior of Khorne. And is there anything else that I really, really badly want to take? I mean, the Black Knight would be pretty cool, but according to our theme, undead units don't really gel too well with Chaos, so I guess I'm just gonna leave it. Ah, we have a little bit of an issue on our hands, on our floating hands, shall we say. Anyway, we are gonna attempt to try and rescue one of our Chaos Lords once again. However, I have been spotted, unfortunately. Most of the time, I'm able to get in there pretty easily, but unfortunately, this is obviously one of those times when I wasn't able to. So we're gonna have to run around with our wacky arms going everywhere. And hopefully I'll be able to eliminate this fellow who's trying to sell me something. Get away from here, Windows salesman. He doesn't have any windows, so I'm not entirely sure what he's selling. Anyway, is that it? Ah, no, here he is. Okay, this is the guy that's selling all the helmets. Stop keeping all the helmets for yourself. There we go. Okay, we were able to do it, and there we are. We drive off the guards. Alright, so let's take a walk around the streets now. And yes, I actually took a quest to rescue this guy like 10 in-game days ago, or 15 now, but I just haven't been able to really do it, because I thought to myself, it's going to be pretty difficult to get close to Prague, but it seems actually a little bit easier than I thought. Anyway, let's see if we can get inside and loosen the chains of Chaos Lord Starkov. Yes. Come to break you out of here. The chains are now unlocked. I need you to grab a weapon and help me. Yes, thank you. Even though they're not necessarily the most useful when it comes to prison breaks, so maybe it's gonna be a bit difficult. Is it though? That's the thing. Am I actually going the right way? Yes, I am. Alright, let's do this. Okay, so we have Anthrax with us, as well as Chaos Lord Starkov. Do not die now, please. It would be very, very advantageous if you would decide to live. That would be nice, Mr. Chaos Lord. Ooh, a lot of bowmen. They have a lot of bowmen here, but thankfully I have a pretty decent enough shield for us to block most of their damage. And I think that's it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we were able to rescue him. And we've improved our relation with him and gained some honor. But no renown. That's kind of annoying, isn't it? Anyway, that will be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.